Hello, and welcome back to Sunbeam Bedtime Tales' cozy corner of bedtime stories. Tonight's tale is called Emma and the Floating Library. If you enjoy our stories, please like this video, leave a comment with your favorite part, and subscribe to join us on more adventures. Share this story with friends and family so everyone can drift off to sweet dreams. Now get comfortable, close your eyes, and let's begin. Emma and the Floating Library. Emma's bedroom was a treasure trove of stories. Wooden shelves sagged with picture books and chapter tales, their spines curled from countless readings. A wheeled book cart stood by her desk, usually snug against the wall. One rainy evening, Emma tucked herself in, listening to the soft patter of raindrops on her window pane. Then she blinked in surprise. The book cart floated. It hovered 2 inches above the floor, swaying gently as though cradled by invisible hands. Emma's heart fluttered. She slipped from under the blankets, tiptoed in her slippers toward the floating cart, and reached out a careful hand. The air felt charged, like stepping into a dream. With a trembling finger, Emma lifted a poetry book titled Whispers of Night. Its cover showed silver stars drifting across dark paper. The moment she opened the first page, she gasped. The black letters began to shimmer, each word outlined with tiny flecks of light. Then, without warning, the letters loosened from the page and floated upward. They hovered in the air like glowing fireflies, trailing wisps of inky tail behind them. Emma held her breath, enchanted, as the words danced above her head. Every phrase she read seemed to unlock new sparks of letters, each one brighter than the last. She whispered the next line of verse, and watched as the letters curved into secret shapes, ready to play. Emma giggled as the words twirled around her like playful spirits. She reached out and caught handfuls of letters, letting them slip through her fingers to swirl again. Some formed tiny poems in midair, twinkle, dream, soft. Others created lullabies that drifted through the room like music. Emma dashed around her bed, weaving between her stuffed animals as letters whispered past her ears. Then she tried a different book, a story about forest friends, and its words joined the dance, telling tales of foxes and owls in gentle arcs of amber light. Emma's room felt alive, as though every story on her shelves had woken up and flown free. She cuddled in a corner and arranged shimmering words into new sentences, mixing poems and fairy tales into lullabies she could hum to herself. The rain drummed on the roof in steady rhythm as Emma created a tiny show. Each book glowed softly as its letters lifted into the air, forming graceful arcs and spirals. Picture books joined poetry, and fairy tales whispered alongside gentle lullabies. Emma marveled at how each word carried its own color and glow, some soft pinks, others pale gold or deep blue. The floating letters made graceful patterns, like a silent ballet, and Emma clapped in delight. She tried reading a fairy story about starlight riding sea waves, and the letters shaped themselves into waves of glowing words that lapped at her ankles. With every book she opened, new waves of letters danced, and the room transformed into a floating library of light. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the floating letters slowed their dance. One by one, they sank back toward their home pages, landing as softly as falling petals. Paper crackled in welcome as each word settled back into place. Emma sighed in contentment, watching the final letters finish their gentle ballet and tuck themselves back into the books. When the last sparkle vanished, the books pulsed once, as though saying goodnight. Emma closed the book cart's hidden basket and peeked inside. There, nestled among unopened volumes, lay a moon-shaped bookmark woven with silver thread. She picked it up, feeling its smooth coolness and a faint warmth pulsing along its edge. She smiled, knowing the bookmark had been waiting for this special evening. Emma climbed back under her covers, the moon-shaped bookmark tucked in her hand. She placed it gently between the pages of her favorite bedtime story and drifted off to sleep. Outside, the rain had stopped and the night was hushed. Behind closed eyes, Emma could still feel the whisper of floating letters and the soft glow of her new bookmark. In the quiet dark, she heard the gentle lift of words, tiny syllables drifting like lanterns on a breeze. Emma smiled in her sleep, imagining the library of dancing letters waiting for her next rainy evening. Good night, little book lovers. May your dreams float on shimmering words and carry you through stories of wonder.